Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, the days of Sanditon are numbered. But what a conclusion! The incredible 5th episode of Season 3 demonstrated Alexander and Charlotte's potential as a couple. In addition, we got our first glimpse of Georgiana's mother during the time that Arthur ended his relationship with Harry. Sanditon's lesser characters experienced both good and bad times. Woman Denham discovered that Mr. Cost believed her should pass on Sanditon to get hitched, and woman Susan and Samuel shared a cozy second. While Edward showed signs of remorse, Augusta was heartbroken. Ralph finally gained the courage to confront Charlotte when Mary was finally lying on her sickbed. Let's go over the most important plot points of Sandid Season 3, Episode 5 together. Georgiana's mom ended up being a beautiful lady called Agnes Harmon. As Lockhart argued in an earlier episode, she claimed that she was sold to a different master when Georgiana was a baby. Georgiana couldn't go with her because her new master wouldn't let her have children. The only option left for Angs was to leave Georgiana. Yet, years after the fact, they rejoined in Sanditon because of Otis, who tracked down her through his associations. Georgiana was skeptical at first, but she eventually came to believe that Agnes was her biological mother. Eventually, in any case, woman Montrose accomplished something that can demolish the new connection among Agnes and Georgiana. She asked Agnes to leave Sanditon because she was concerned that Georgiana's new society wouldn't like Agnes' way of life. Agnes was a woman who had never been married and lived with people who helped her become free. This was completely inappropriate, and Lady Montrose offered her a bribe to leave Sanditon permanently. Discussing the Montrose family, we as a whole know Harry needed to be with Arthur, all things considered. Georgiana even came up with a good proposal in this episode. She invited Arthur to join them in their new home. This would permit Arthur and Harry to be together under the mask of marriage with Georgiana. Arthur didn't acknowledge it, sadly. He said he didn't want to hide behind a lie, so he turned down the offer. If they don't sneak away in the final episode, their relationship will end in this way. Mr. Price and Lady Denham's relationship got more complicated. Lady Denham found out that Mr. Price wants her to leave Sanditon so they can live together, despite the fact that she approves of the marriage. Lady Denham doesn't appear to have any other option given that Mr. Price lives elsewhere, and it is customary for women to follow their partners. Another couple who had issues in their relationship was Tom and Mary. Mary couldn't pardon that Tom would remove every one individuals in the old town. She even conceded that she was unable to perceive Tom any longer. In addition, she became ill while she was in the old town. She lost consciousness and fell to the ground. Even the doctor said he couldn't do anything. Tom was holding her hand while he wept. Mary's condition is certain to improve as a result of this incident, which will force Tom to rethink his eviction strategy. Sanditon also saw some good things happen, so don't worry. While Lady Susan and Samuel waited for Alexander and Augusta to return, they became intimate. They talked to each other openly and even had a wonderful meal together. Samuel gave Lady Susan a kiss at the end of the night and begged her not to leave. He was passionately kissed back by Lady Susan. In Sanditon, it appears that we will witness a new couple and another wedding in Episode 6. Let's now return to Alexander and Charlotte, the episode's main focus. In this episode, our favorite future couple became even closer, finally getting the chance to be by themselves and talk about their feelings. Alexander told Charlotte that he respected her decision to marry Ralph. Perhaps Charlotte realized that she couldn't let go of this man after seeing Alexander be so understanding toward Augusta. She ended her engagement at the end of the episode. Naturally, Ralph was upset, but he already knew everything. He was aware that they shouldn't get married, despite how heartbreaking that may sound. There's only one thing this could mean. In Episode 6, Charlotte ought to tell Alexander that she is free to marry. If not, we will riot. How about we finish our recap with Edward and Augusta, the man who had the most astonishing storyline of the episode. Alexander was ready to let Augusta marry Edward after hearing Charlotte's words. He simply wanted to know if Augusta was of the opinion that Edward was the ideal husband for her. Edward did something unexpected at this point and stated that he only desired Augusta for her inheritance. Even though we were aware of this from the beginning, there was something odd about everything he said. Indeed, even toward the end, when he addressed woman Denham about his choice not to wed Augusta, he appeared to be disturbed. He seemed to have done the right thing by not marrying her. This indicated for the first time that Edward cared about someone other than himself. He thought often about Augusta, such a lot of that he didn't believe that she should be with somebody like him. Appropriate reclamation gave its most memorable indications in this episode, and we were unable to be more joyful for him, despite the fact that it implied decimation for Augusta. What was your impression of this episode? What could occur in the last of Sanditon in Season 3? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.